Let me be completely honest with you. As an entrepreneur myself, I know firsthand and how demanding life can get, especially with a wife and children. The early mornings, late nights, back to back meetings, hands on, whatever you're doing in the business, client calls, it's a heck of a lot. And far too long, fitness was the first thing I get, but pushed aside, right? But I had a breakthrough, a realization that changed everything, right? No matter how slammed my schedule gets, I personally am consistently getting my workout in 4 to 5 days a week, every single week, no matter what. For me, it's truly non negotiable, right? And that conviction is exactly what I want to share with you guys today. Because this is the absolute truth. For me, I've discovered your physical well being, it's not a luxury, it's the foundation for your mental clarity, your energy levels, and ultimately overall happiness and success, right? So if I can make this shit happen, then you guys can too, right? So today's episode, let's break down some actionable strategies that I personally use to make fitness a sustainable part of your and my busy life. What's up, everyone? This is Fit for Business with me, Jarod Lehn. Welcome to episode 80. Let's make fitness non-negotiable. My first hack, right? And perhaps the most crucial one, make it non-negotiable, right? Think about it. Would you cancel a critical business meeting with a potential investor or a key client? No, you fucking wouldn't, right? So why would you want to do that to your workouts? I treat my workouts with the same level of importance. I schedule them into my calendar just like I would any other appointment, no matter what. And I mean actually block out the time, right? When it's on the calendar, it's a real thing. It's a commitment to myself. I make it to myself and I make it to the business. Now, if the idea of 1 hour long gym session feels overwhelming, I want you to do something, right? Start small. And I've talked about this time and time again over the past 80 episodes of the Fit for Business podcast here, right? Because that's what we're about. We're about entrepreneurship and fitness. So I really wanted to, take this topic and kind of like rehash it out, right? So listen, say an hour is too long, even 15 to 20 minutes, I think can make a significant difference, right? So listen, we're out here, it's summertime. If you're in the Northeast, if you're in the United States, right? No matter where you are on any given day, it's pretty fantastic outside. So it could be a brisk walk. Go if you have an animal, take a dog for a walk. If you have a dog, take them for multiple walks. That could add up, right? A quick body weight circuit, right? That could help. Or some stretching. You know, my goal and what I encourage for you, it's this main thing right here that I'm going to share with you. Consistently show up every day in your life, especially when it comes to fitness, right? It's not perfection. That's not what we're chasing. Consistency beats perfection. Building that habit, even in short bursts, that's what I think that's what's truly amazing. And that's what really matters the most. Listen, guys, it's 2025, right? Let's leverage technology. Okay. I'm not talking about you need to leverage AI and let that become your best friend. I really want to talk about in today's society, our devices aren't just for emails or fucking social media, right? You can have powerful allies when it comes to your fitness journey, right? I utilize fitness apps and wearable tech to, track my progress, right? And stay motivated. Seeing my steps, my calories, or workout streaks can be incredibly encouraging, right? There's so many apps on the market out there. There are too many to, even mention. I often explore quick guided workouts, you know, when it comes to using the Peloton in the past. They have great classes. If you have the bike, you can do yoga for stretching. I like to use that from time to time. They have an incredible variety of short classes that can really fit into a busy day, right? Or go on social media, not telling you to scroll, but go to YouTube, check out for countless free workout videos that are tailored to different lengths and fitness levels, right? And for those of you who enjoy tracking your runs, walks, or rides, the Strava app is really fantastic for monitoring those activity and even connecting with people that are out there for some friendly banter and competition, right? Strava is great. It's been around for a while. Technology makes fitness more accessible, right? And often even more fun if you think about it. It's been a huge tool for my consistency. So Next up, incorporate fitness into your routine, right? This is about integrating movement seamlessly into your workday rather than seeing it as a separate, isolated activity, right? If that makes sense. For me, that's been the key when I'm swamped. Listen, I've learned to have walking meetings instead of sitting in a conference room or sitting behind a screen. I'll grab, somebody. In the past, I've gone on hikes with colleagues or employees, or even, I've worked out with our clients because I'm like, hey, instead of just having like a same boring Zoom meeting or like talking about statistics and KPIs, let's get a workout in. Because not only are you working out, you're building a relationship with those people, right? You'd really be surprised about, how much more focused and those conversations can be creative, right? If I'm on a long call, I make it a point to stand or stretch or even take my dog for a walk, which I do often. I also like to, think about this. If you commute, can you bike to work a couple days of the week? Or if driving, can you park farther away to get extra steps, right? These micro movements really could add up throughout the day and contribute to your overall activity levels, right, guys? Let's stay this. Set your smart fitness goals. Now hear me out. All right. Of course, to stay on track, I found, a roadmap could help, right? That brings us to setting smart fitness goals, right? So if you're familiar with the business goal setting, you know the SMART acronym, right? I'll lay it out here. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. You can apply this to your business, your family, and also your fitness. Instead of just saying, hey, I want to get fit, set a goal like, hey, I will do a 20-minute body workout 3 times a week for the next month, right? That goal is specific, right? It's a 20-minute body weight workout, measurable 3 times a week, achievable if 20 minutes is realistic for your schedule, and relevant to your overall health goals, and time bound for next month. Having those targets should make it easier for you guys to progress and track those wins, right? Because the small wins add up, guys. What about accountability? We all need some type of accountability in our life, especially when it comes to fitness. So whether you're working out at like a strength and conditioning gym, a boutique gym, somebody that is able to hold you accountable, you're using something like a Strava app. This has been a game changer for me, having that level of accountability. And I know it is for so many other people in business, including entrepreneurs, right? I partnered with a lot of people in the past, clients, friends, and I know it's helped us, right? So knowing someone else is expecting me to show up or that I've committed to a plan with myself, that provides me the extra push, right? You can also share your fitness goals with your team if you have a team of people. Or, yeah, if you have a team, whether you're an entrepreneur, you have other people on your team, or if you work in a business setting and you have a team, start doing this. Start trying to get other people accountable with you, because then it becomes like a contest. Like, hey, me and this person are working out, doing this and this. I want to be better. I'm not even trying to be better than them, but just making them uphold to X, right? That helps you not only feel accountable, but builds like a culture of wellness for you and that business, right? Which many believe, including myself, can have so many fantastic ripple effects, right? Let's not even talk about the mindset, right? The mindset shift. I think this is perhaps the most powerful hack of all. It's certainly been the most for me the past few years. I stopped viewing fitness a long time ago as a drain on another item on my to-do list, right? Instead, I view it as an investment in my life, my lifestyle, my productivity, my energy levels, and overall well-being, right? When I'm healthy, I'm more focused, I'm more creative, I'm more resilient, and I'm better equipped to handle the stresses of entrepreneurship. However, as we know it, if you're an entrepreneur, life throws up curveballs many days of the week, many hours of the week. But being equipped with this in your lifestyle will better let you handle the levels of stress, right? I remind myself this: a healthy body supports a sharp mind, right? It's not about taking time away from my business or my family. It's about making me a better CEO of my business, of my time, right? What about optimizing your environment, right? To reinforce your mindset, you got to strive for an optimal environment. Make it easy, make healthy choices, right? That is the key. You know, if you're into this fitness routine or you're thinking about getting into the fitness routine, like we're seeing, try to make things more accessible. In this case, your workout gear, make it more accessible. If you work from home, maybe you are already wearing your workout attire. That's perfect. If you commute to an office, if you have a hybrid role, make your workout gear accessible. So there is no excuse. Hey, it's right here. Boom. Because when things are inaccessible, that's when the excuses come home, right? So again, for me, I work from home. However, I do go to a gym. Maybe it is a 10-minute drive max. So I know, hey, come 12 o'clock, I'm wrapping up, walking my dog, taking her out, feeding her, and I'm out. Or if I want to go for a run, same thing happens. 12 o'clock, am I dressed already for the gym? No. Am I going to change? Yes, I can run upstairs, into my office, out of my office, into my house, boom, 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 get ready to go and head out the door, right? That's the key in your mindset, making things more accessible. Because as human in nature, especially today in society, things that are less accessible, people are less likely to execute that thing, right? So in this case, fitness. If it's less accessible, meaning you have to work harder to do it, you're less likely to do that thing, right? So like the less friction there is to start a workout, the more likely I am to do it, right? At the same time, if I want to go trail running, like I went to the Appalachian Trail earlier this week, that was a little bit of a haul. I was ready to go, locked and loaded, but I still had to drive 20 minutes out of the way to get there. But for me, I was like, hey, I'm going to take time. I want to do this. I know I can get through it up and down and around and come back and drive back almost the same amount of time I would be if I went to the gym because I spend some time at the gym, right? It's all about the mindset, guys, right? Just eliminate the common excuses, right? When your work environment supports your goals, it makes consistency that much easier. Another huge component, recovery and nutrition. Let's talk about that. You know, my efforts in working out, whether in the gym, outside on the trail, you know, my movement hacks won't matter, right? If I'm not supporting my body, right? Outside of those times. I prioritize sleep, right? So when your body repairs and recharges, you know, I aim for like 6 to 7 hours of sleep a night. You know, I stay hydrated, where it's essential, you know, electrolytes, food. I consume a lot of water and food throughout the course of a day. I count my macros. So I always keep a huge bottle of water with me that has 40 ounces in it. I drink 2.5 of those a day. You know, when it comes to food, I time and time again can't preach this. I typically count my macros. I have it in my mind because I've been doing it for so long, like what I need to eat in order to hit my goals based off of my current weight and what my goals are, right? Life is hectic, especially in my life today. Business and family, things are even more hectic. So, meal prepping is still a thing for me. I typically like to do it at the end of the week to prepare for the week. Does that happen always? No. So, sometimes I'm cooking at night with my family, which is fine. But when we cook, we like to eat healthy, right? I'm a very strong advocate of it, right? So, for you, maybe you have the luxury, maybe you don't to meal prep. Maybe your time is so consumed that you have to try to grab whatever is convenient to do. But at the same time, you could still grab healthier options that are convenient too, right? You know, having these options readily available prevents, you know, the energy crashes, helps me stay fueled. It can help you stay fueled through your workouts too and your workday, right? Because we all know it's demanding. You burn so much energy working in an office setting, no matter what you do. Whether you ran a mile, you haven't ran a mile, you're sitting there, you're working, you're on calls, you're staring at your computer, you're in meetings, you are burning calories just by sitting there talking and in doing your thing throughout the day, right? Let's recap, right? Our fitness hacks for entrepreneurs, right? These strategies I use, like I said, to maintain 4 to 5 workouts a day every week, non negotiable. Schedule it like a meeting, like I've said in the past. Put it on your calendar. Try and leverage technology, right? Use apps like Peloton, YouTube, or Strava so you can track and, you know, guide your fitness. Incorporate these into your routine. Take walking meetings, stretch during calls, right? Get smart fitness goals, right? Be specific and measurable, like I mentioned the acronyms earlier. Be accountable. Find an accountability partner and share your goals. The mindset shift. View fitness as an investment, not a burden, right? And always optimize your environment if possible. Make healthy choices. And lastly, recover and nutrition, right? Prioritize sleep, hydration, and healthy eating, right? Integrating even a few of these strategies will dramatically help your focus and your energy overall. That's it. That's what I got for you guys this week. And I can tell you from experience, it's absolutely worth the effort. As insane as it may sound for somebody like me to tell you, like, hey, this is what you should do for your fitness goals, it will help you in the long run. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Fit for Business episode 80 this week. If you guys aren't doing so already, go ahead and tap that subscribe button above if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening, as always, on Spotify for the first time, please do us a favor and follow along as well. We'll see you on the next week's episode.